Now let's get it started. Let's get it started.
Play ball!
Let's talk about Arsenal. Arsenal beat Bayern Munich 3-1. Arsenal in the first half wasn't here and there. It looks like Bayern Munich was going to press them and outplay them in the first half. At some point, the possession was around 70-30 against Arsenal. But suddenly in the second half, Arsenal came out alive and Bayern Munich did not even play any other thing in that second half. Arsenal, I don't know what Arteta told them in that second half, but they came out fighting. Fantastic game for both teams. Both teams had 12 points. Both teams have been perfect. Bayern Munich have scored more goals than everybody in the Champions League. They have scored. Arsenal have defended. They have not considered a goal. They considered one yesterday. If you look at that game in general, fantastic game for both teams, but Arsenal just came out on top.
Yes, fantastic game for both teams. I want to come back and say that forever and ever, maximum respect to Mikel Arteta. Maximum respect forever and ever. All the subs yesterday, spot on. The setup, spot on. The most important thing Arteta has done for Arsenal is giving them that fundamental of, bro, you fight for your teammates, you go for every duel, you cannot sit back and expect somebody to get the ball to you. You have to go and play that type of standard of football. Arteta set the temperature in the oven and everybody has to keep up to that temperature. You ship out and we are seeing it play out. In this game, Arsenal were not necessarily desperate to go and do something. They relaxed and let the game come to them. Bayern Munich wanted to come out, attack, dominate. Of course, they had the whole unbeaten run coming into this encounter.
The last time they lost a game is when they lost at the Club World Cup. They have not lost a single game
since that time. Over about 18 games or thereabouts. So it's just that you see the way, like Nonso said something yesterday that Arsenal bench keep winning games for them, but this is what we've been crying out for. All the Arsenal fans out there for the last couple of 5, 6, 7 years, that why is it that when
get
one
quality
player
on
goes,
the bench?
why is it that when one player goes, I remember 2 or 3 seasons consecutively. First it was Saka going on injury, Arsenal season died off. Second it was Gabriel. The third one was Saliba, and
even that Gabriel season was still off as well.
But bro, look at this, the team.
Talking about defense now, so look at that defense. Last at the weekend against Spurs, it was Henke that played. This one is for Mosquera. Nobody noticed the difference.
Unassuming, the funny thing about Mosquera, you don't go fit. The guy not even they do like say they do.
So both him and Saliba Marshall came.
Like I said before, I said if you have a very functional midfield, there will be cover for your defense.
Last I get from that midfield, there was
if you have a very fundamental.
That's one of the match.
If you have a very functional midfield, your defense will be top notch. Now, because to give your defense shield, but whenever they break the midfield, your defense will know that okay, they've broken this trap here. This is where we cover. And that was what Arsenal did yesterday. If you look at Rice yesterday, it was top of the game yesterday. Zubimendi, oh boy, it was unplayable. Then the centre backs. I will not take credit away from the centre back for Arsenal. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. The only place Arsenal has quality over Bayern Munich is the centre back pairing. I said it before. The defensive pairing, Arsenal is, no matter what to say, Jonathan Tah and the rest of them, Upamecano, Arsenal is 5x. But that midfield, I think midfield yesterday was one thing I have to give credit to Arsenal.
No, you said that they're going to play Arsenal in midfield. It didn't even work.
But it worked. It worked. But again,
it didn't work. I said it yesterday.
It worked.
I said, excuse me. I said it yesterday. That the only player in that midfield I consider is Pavlovic. For all the talk about Kimmich,
even the Pavlovic have no function.
For all the talk about Kimmich and Goretzka, Amake yesterday,
but
we
Kimmich, that pass, that goal from him to that pass from Kimmich to
vision, passing decision.
Fantastic pass.
I'm telling you, see, when I scout player for any club, that player is supposed to win Ballon d'Or because man also scout and come out.
Okay. What happened to Neuer?
Okay, Timber scored the first goal from a corner from a set piece. Obviously, Arsenal is good. Everybody knows that Arsenal is good with
Arsenal set piece FC.
Yeah, and Timber scored. So Timber scored the first goal in the 22nd minute. It was 1-0 for the Arsenal. Then Karl scored in the 32 minutes of that game.
Very interesting
from Kimmich
10 minutes later.
Gnabry, from him to Karl. So they just tapped it into an empty net. I knew when I was following Real Madrid game. When I saw that goal, I knew that he's not going to have to be an extraordinary goal for Arsenal to concede. When I saw that goal, I said, okay, this goal
it's excusable.
Yeah, it's excusable. But Arsenal came out in the second half a different beast altogether. and substitution won them the game. Madueke first, then Martinelli. That third goal, I don't know what the goalkeeper is doing there.
Now,
Super keeper, I don't know
ask
what
me question.
Now,
Ask me question.
there was no distance on the ball for you to come out and clear your
It
line.
was like
There was no. The ball was
It's not
just.
necessary.
The ball was just to the leg of the person running, not far.
Yes.
To chase. Because if it was far to chase,
you can cover.
you can cover. You can come out and charge. But it
The
was
ball
very
dropped-
close.
dropped
Close.
to
Doesn't mean-
Martinelli's leg.
It dropped for a lap. Like it dropped for a lap. You have like say they're serving food for top your lap. You're not supposed to shift share, go carry her for table. Now, you don't come out to clear that kind of ball, and that was the problem. I think that was what I told John. The problem for offensive goalkeepers is just this. Offensive goalkeepers, now their problem with this. Ederson, Alisson, the other guy, Ortega.
But the
Even
too much. His own
no,
too
that
much.
too much. That's
He
telling for
owns too
Baka.
much.
Schneesny, now their problem with this. That's like many managers who want an offensive goalkeeper, but also want somebody that is very defensive that knows how to stay in the box 18.
Rice won the man of the match in that game. Rice is a fantastic player with the energy he brings to Arsenal. Somebody was saying something. Somebody can be this good. Nobody talks about how much Arsenal bought him because everybody knows that he wants that. In fact, they're supposed to give.
Oh, now today,
Yeah, give them one naira extra.
complete them.
One naira extra.
Complete
West Ham
statement.
no
They're
go
supposed to
see.
give West Ham maybe 20 million to thank them.
Thank you.
$10,
I don't even talk.
$10, they talk
See, you know,
20
see
million.
person we know how far.
Yeah.
And they want to say make Arsenal give us like 15 million to tell us thank you for the plan,
Let's
right?
give West Ham thank you for because Rice has been. The thing about Rice is that
You know-
the thing about Rice
they
is,
give an armband.
The thing about Rice is he's consistent. He hardly have an off day. Even when everybody's having an off day, Rice hardly have an off day. He is when it comes to consistency. He is Mr. Consistent.
And it's not your best player now, so
No, it was not my best player at the time.
As John just said, quality for Arsenal won them the game. Madueke entered the game and scored his first goal for
Chelsea
Arsenal
fans.
and scored his first Champions League goal as a player too. He did not play for Champions League for Chelsea. So he scored the first Champions League goal and scored for Arsenal.
When he signed for Chelsea, he won't play Champions League.
Fantastic game for Madueke. Then Martinelli scored to make it 3-1 for Arsenal. Arsenal was very, very comfortable in that second half. Saliba and Mosquera marshaled both came. Even when Justin came in, marshaled both strikers very, very well. That's why I'm keep talking about units. Arsenal, apart from individual brilliance, the unit of that defense.
Yes.
They noticed, for example, that Lewis Kelly was being exploited. Only say
They brought in Calafiori, sharp.
everywhere shut
Everywhere
down.
locked.
So Arsenal is good when it comes to defensive, and they find a way to. So if you play low
To say
block,
only said that person are being run.
if you play
That
low,
sub would have been a very
if you
terrible
play
sub.
low block, Arsenal will score you with a corner.
Only say Sabi run, no, don't talk that
If
too.
you attack them, they will break you down and score. So Arsenal is basically one of the most complete, and they are doing it without a striker. So congratulations to Arsenal, and Odegaard is back from injury. So they have only 3 players remaining to recover. That is Jesus,
Kai
Havertz, and Gyökeres. Just
Victor.
3 players. Once they bring in, Arsenal will not be a complete team. To play. Arsenal have played 5 games in this Champions League and they have won all 5. They are the only team now that have won all their games. They have 15 points on the table and considered only
Don't end up like
one
Liverpool.
goal.
The biggest kudos should go to Andrea Beta, not Arteta.
Whatever it is, Arteta is still managing the team. So, but let's see, fantastic game for Arsenal. They beat Bayern Munich, unbeatable Bayern Munich, because they have not even lost again. This is the first game they are losing this season. Arsenal beat them 3-1. Wait, have you subscribed? Please subscribe to the channel. Now, as I'm talking to you, please subscribe to the channel. Remember to like, comment, and share this video.